The best response to criticism is to smile and forget. What distinguishes all love from lust is the fact that it bears an impression of eternity. I opened my eyes and saw the real world, and I begin to love, and I haven't stopped since. Faith begins precisely where thinking leaves off. Be that self that one is. Life has become a better drink to me, and yet it must be taken in drops, counted one by one. You become what you understand. Faith is the highest passion in a man. For it is not what happens to me that makes me great, but it is what I do. Sleeping is the height of genius. People settle for a level of despair they can tolerate and call it happiness. Far from idleness being the root of all evil, it is rather the only true good. Life has its own hidden forces, which you can only discover by living. I would rather be a swineherd, understood by the swine, than a poet, misunderstood by man. It is better to get lost in the passion than to lose the passion. Whoever has learned to be anxious in the right way has learned the ultimate. Don't forget to love yourself. What is youth? A dream. What is love? The dream's content. To be lost in spiritlessness is the most terrible thing of all. The only intelligent tactical response to life's horror is to laugh defiantly at it. If you want to be loathsome to God, just run with the herd. Therefore, do not deceive yourself. Of all deceivers, fear most yourself. Cultivate the will. This is the armor that preserves the mind. Hope is a passion for the possible. Once you are born in this world, you are old enough to die. A no doesn't hide anything, but a yes very easily becomes a deception. Take away the paradox from the thinker, and you have a professor. My sorrow is my castle. It is very important in life to know when your cue comes. Happiness is the greatest hiding place for despair. On the secretly blushing cheek is reflected the glow of the heart. Why bother remembering a past that cannot be made into a present? Leap of faith, yes, but only after reflection. The self-assured believer is the greatest sinner in the eyes of God when the troubled disbeliever. It is impossible to exist without passion. Boredom is the root of all evil, the despairing refusal to be oneself. It is so hard to believe because it is so hard to obey. Many of us pursue pleasure with such breathless haste that we hurry past it. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. The tyrant dies, and his rule is over. The martyr dies, and his rule begins. To dare to lose one's footing momentarily, not to dare, is to lose oneself. Once you label me, you negate me. Knowledge is a wealth that cannot be stolen. What if everything in the world were a misunderstanding? What if laughter were really tears? The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you'll never have. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. People understand me so poorly that they don't even understand my complaint about them, nor understanding me. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought, which they seldom use. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards.